This is another map that looks initially intimidating because of how close you start to a massive group of enemies on your surrounding sides. This map has snipers, berserkers, master ninjas, and oni chieftains, which are not only some of the most powerful enemy classes in the game stat-wise, but they will also probably have a real chance at just critting some of your units and one-shotting them. Lucky for us, almost all of the snipers on this map are stationary. This is in order to make sure that Selkie doesn't just die on the first turn for the most part, and the gimmick is to allow her to attack them from one range as a green unit until you have enough time to rescue her. Selkie's personal makes it so that at the start of each turn, all adjacent enemies take damage. That will stack, of course, on top of the damage she already deals on ally phase, making it trivial to kill snipers in one shot by the time we reach them. I want the snipers to be as healthy as possible by the time I reach them though, so instead of leaving Selkie up there to fight, I'm going to use the second use of the rescue rod we bought for Shiro to pull her out of there. We also have Daichi, who I believe to be the absolute worst unit with a unique portrait across all three routes of fates. Since I am doing full recruitment though, I do have to get him with Orochi. Unfortunately, that means I have to deal with the terrible strength stat she has in Merchant for the rest of her time here, but as long as she can deal even 1 point of damage, she'll be acceptable. That shouldn't be too hard to achieve, with Potent Potion and Forging being a thing and all. Turn 1, I start by using my rallies with Shigure and Rhajat to all of my units. Sophie goes just above Midori to take out the Master Ninja, probably the most threatening enemy type for my army.
My turn! Impressive!
Now that Midori isn't needed for Sophie, she moves 2 tiles away from the Omnioji and equips the dual Yumi to help out Shiro with her dual strikes as well. Now that the area is cleared up a little bit, I can have Caeldori fly north to rescue Selkie out of range of the enemies. I think it's funny how we're rescuing Selkie to save the enemies from her and not the other way around. In order to make sure she doesn't stay as a green unit this turn, we have to have Kaden get flown up by Kiragi to talk to her.
Wanna hang out? Here to save the day.
Kaden transfers Kiragi to Selkie and then trades with her to take the Beast Stone and give her a Heart Seal and a Rat Spirit. Then he waits, as Kaden has officially completed his last action of this entire playthrough. We'll worry about Selkie in a second, as it still isn't safe to get her fully set up. Luckily for me, I brought Ryoma for this map, who for the first time is allowed to fully let loose and sweep an entire part of the map all by himself. I need my other units to tend to Selkie, or the other part of the map, and this is just the simplest way to take care of things. Selkie is now safe to head down and use her Offspring Seal. There isn't much of a choice for classes here, like Kaden, so we are gonna have to go Ninetales. However, the later and later we get into the game, the harder Ninetales are to work with. That's why I'm choosing to spend 2,000 gold on our extremely tight funds to get her out of this class as soon as possible.
Let's have fun!
Silas and Orochi help Azura do a shelter sing to refresh Sophie. She wants to go further north to take out the adventure on enemy phase.
Alright! Are you ready for this?
Give me a break.
If you're curious, here's a battle forecast for what Ryoma is facing. He's pretty good. Ryoma is going to continue his rampage by heading into the forest tiles and taking out the Berserker to the south.
You have breathed your last. Here we go.
It was important that Ryoma killed the Berserker instead of the hero because he doesn't intend on fighting the hero. Instead, Selkie is going to go at the edge of its range and do her first battle in her new class against them. Given all the setup I've done, Selkie's new class is of course going to be Omioji, which means she'll be trying to get herself as many combats as possible on this map to get her out of E rank hell. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that Omioji Selkie is good, because she really isn't. Even with Orochi as her mother, she's going to need both of the spirit dust sitting in my convoy, as well as the dragon herbs. This is part of the reason why I went out of my way to give her potent potion, because she'll have pretty pathetic stats otherwise, especially in magic and defense.
Let's have fun.
Kiragi goes above Selkie to provide his dual strike, then Korin, Shigure, and Rhajat all apply rally speed, defense, skill, luck, and magic to her.
I collect bones.
I believe in you.
Now that he's given his rallies, Azura is going to refresh Shigure in order to dual strike with Caeldori on the northern side to work on their support points. Caeldori will fight one of the Berserkers, and Shiro and Midori will work on a sorcerer up there.
Sure are persistent.
Everything will be just fine.
Game time.
I'll try not to get in your way. Mighty Midori!
Together we shall prevail.
If Ryoma had been hurt somehow last turn, Dwyer could use the physics staff to get him back to full HP. I don't here, which is a risky move because Ryoma does die exactly if he isn't at full HP and gets hit by the dual strike, but I'm willing to take that chance.
I'll protect you. How's this?
A perfect victory! Now I'm I'll give it a go! Hey, where's the enemy? Looks like fun! Yay!
We're done.
Well, that was scary, but luckily that was the only massive risk I'm taking for the rest of the map.
Not bad.
Starting with the fun side, Midori kills the sorcerer Shiro fought last turn. I want Shigure to kill the hero on this player phase, but the hero is way too fast and way too bulky for that, so I first need to have him weakened with Sophie's attack. Silas shelters her out of enemy range, and then Shigure can kill the hero.
I have your back.
Don't look away!
Sorry.
Caeldori trades her and Shigure's weapons around so they aren't facing weapon triangle disadvantage against the Oni chieftain anymore. Then she provides rally speed. Shigure doesn't need the rally to double, but it doesn't hurt to use it anyways.
Back you up.
Orochi pairs up with Kiragi, and then he flies as far east as he can.
Got this.
Following them, Azura pairs up with Rhajat, who gives her to Ryoma, who can reach the spot under Kiragi in order to have Azura sing to him. This lets Kiragi head further north to get closer to Daichi. I'm going for Daichi very early on in the map because of how annoying he is to capture. In order for Orochi to deal enough damage, he needs to be standing on a plains tile with only 3 HP or less. He's very bulky, so the easiest solution to take him out is to slowly lure him onto a plains tile while having Kiragi deal chip damage with the brass Yumi along the way. Thankfully, I can always guarantee that he ends up on a specific tile thanks to him being locked to 2 range, and Kiragi having unrestricted movement. I can always just go at the very edge of his range.
I want to help. Your goodbye.
Selkie continues working on her tome rank by dealing chip damage to the Berserker. Azura sings to Selkie so she can kill the Berserker.
Oh, what should we play?
I don't want to deal with the Master Ninja nearby since it can just one-round most of my units here, so I have Ryoma just take the dual katana from Korn and kill the enemy in 1 hit.
Let's go. You fought bravely.
As for the last 2 on this side, Rhajat gets dropped in range of one of the stationary snipers to get her and Dwyer's support started on this map. It's fine that this one won't be used for Selkie's weapon ranks because there's more than enough here for her.
It'll be all right.
Over on the western team, Shiro chips the Oni chieftain with the steel shuriken to apply seal defense to it. Midori can now go above Shiro to deal chip damage to the hero in the back. Thanks to seal defense, Shigure would be able to kill even without the crit that Caeldori got on enemy phase.
Enemy sighted.
Impressive skill.
Now what? I want to help.
Now that this area is cleared, Silas heads over to the snipers to prepare to do a lot of sheltering.
No choice.
Thanks. Please allow me.
We now have a lot of downtime while we wait for Kiragi to finish luring Daichi over to a plains tile, which is good since it allows me time to move all my units closer to the snipers to set up for Selkie's long grind for D rank and tomes. After she achieves D rank, I intend to give her the arm scroll sitting in my convoy to allow her to use things like the Horse Spirit and the Calamity Gate immediately. She'll be pretty sad if I don't just get them right away. The nice part about having saved all of my stat boosters for Selkie is that despite Omioji Selkie being really bad, I can at least give off the illusion that she's really good. I want to keep her weak on this map since she gets more weapon experience that way, but next map she'll have the capability to start full-on one-rounding enemies. By the way, keeping her weak on this map does include having her only dealing chip damage on the snipers on odd-numbered turns. Otherwise, she deals too much damage and she wouldn't get D rank in tomes. Annoying. Kiragi's lured Daichi south enough for me to use a stronger attack for better chip damage, so Kiragi hides behind Selkie and unequips his weapon. Orochi then goes under Kiragi and uses rally magic. The rally, along with the fact that the current turn I'm on is an even numbered turn, gives her a +8 damage stack, allowing her to deal just barely enough damage to let Orochi get the capture on a plains tile.
I'll protect you.
I'm with you.
Why yes, I am forgetting to wait with Midori. Thanks for noticing.
Let's do our best.
Now it's safe to get everyone out of Daichi's range except for Orochi. She has enough resistance to not take damage here, and it puts her in the perfect position if she's the one that lures him into the ideal tile.
This is gonna be good. Everything will be fine.
You'll be all right.
We've got this.
The ideal tile for Orochi to stand on is 2 tiles below the plains, of course. If Orochi holds the brass Naginata, Daichi gets tricked into attacking from 2 range since Orochi can't counterattack, meaning he'll be stuck on the plains and I'll be able to kill him next turn. This is the exact reason why I had Orochi go Merchant instead of Mechanist. Just to be safe, Korin applies Rally skill and an adjacency bonus.
I'll protect you.
Well,
Now we begin the long grind to Selkie's D rank in tomes. This is super repetitive, and frankly, I've got nothing to add, so this part will be sped up. I'll see you guys next time.
I'll watch your back.
Stay strong.
Again.